Hey TEDx, I'm Courageous Fire, and I'm here to talk about something that is deeply personal to me, but it's not just mine, it's ours. Invisible pain, silent wounds. These are the experiences we often don't talk about, but they are shared by so many of us. The traumas we carry that no one sees, the invisible struggles that quietly shape our lives, sometimes leaving us disconnected, isolated, or misunderstood. What if I told you that by recognizing these invisible wounds as shared experiences, we could unlock the power of empathy and in doing so, transform our world? Most of us are walking around with invisible pain, a weight we carry that no one sees, but it's there. And if we're honest, it can feel isolating, even suffocating. And we're not the only ones with this weight. Everybody carries something. And in hiding it, we create walls between us. Now imagine for a moment that instead of those walls, we had a space where people could see the invisible. I see you. I see your struggle, and I know mine too. What would that look like? And how would that change the way we show up for each other? What if we could turn empathy into action? Not the empty kind of empathy, but the kind that actually moves us. That kind of empathy. The one where we recognize our shared struggles not to fix each other, but simply be present, to honor the invisible pain we all carry and use it to build something stronger, something bigger. What if, when someone shares their struggle, we don't just hear their pain, we feel it? Not in a way that weighs us down, but in a way that lifts us. Because when we begin to see the invisible pain in others, we start to recognize our own, and that's when the real magic happens. We stop seeing each other as isolated islands, disconnected by our differences, and instead we start seeing each other as part of this larger whole where empathy becomes a bridge, not just between individuals, but between us all. Suddenly, the collective strength is greater than the sum of its parts. This isn't just about feeling good or being more kind. It's about unleashing a tidal wave of healing, a wave that only happens when we lean in to recognize we're all carrying something. And when we recognize that, we can heal from it together. That's when we tap into real power. We stop letting invisible pain isolate us and instead let it connect us. In that connection, we find resilience, strength, a purpose that's bigger than us and bigger than just our stories. TEDx. We need to get out of the serious clinical ways we've approached our struggles and step into the imaginative, freeing space that animation brings. So much easier to talk about things when they come through characters we all thought we knew. Think about movies like Inside Out or Frozen and how they take complex, invisible emotions and turn them into something we can understand. Those characters who might have seemed distant or disconnected suddenly feel real to us. We see them in a new light, and through that lens, we see ourselves and others more clearly. TEDx, this is the moment we break free from art imitating life and create a dream space where life heals from art. It's not just about talking about what's wrong, it's about imagining what could be right. We take our shared invisible pain and will transform it into empathy and let that be the spark that ignites collective healing. It's time to dream a space bigger than us, a space where empathy, connection, and healing live not just in words, but in the very fabric of our collective experience. I'm asking for the chance to help you and your TEDx audience see something you might have never noticed before. When we recognize our struggles are shared, we start something bigger than us, something that can change how we relate to each other, work together, and heal together. Because empathy, when it's real, is a freaking superpower. And I'm here to show you how we can spark collective healing and create spaces where we stop feeling alone in our pain. Because when we embrace the invisible, we start to see the power in all of us.